So we've done a complete design refresh of the TMDB app, the movies app, which talks to the TMDB API. I just want to give you a quick glimpse of how it looks like after all the design changes. So this was the typical onboarding we had before. Nothing has changed over here. But what has really changed is the landing pages and all the other pages inside the app. So you can see that you have a much more refreshed look and looks more breathing, more room over here. I can jump into different movies. I can see all of their details. We also linked all the categories, so I can jump to a science fiction category just by clicking on it. And I can see other movies which are in that space. Of course, you can go into details of each movies. You can see the trailers. This has not changed much, but it's still the same. So I guess you can hear the music in the background of the audio. All right, we won't play all of it. You can also, of course, browse all the cast. We have given a much more roomier way of looking at the cast over here. You can jump into any details of any of this cast and see what movies they've participated in or worked in the past. And the same happens for the crew as well. So you can see all the crew here, and the same as before, you can go into the details about different people and see what they have been doing in their life. And we also have reviews. So we can see all the reviews. We can see a little more of the review if enough can be shown in the card itself. And you can see all the reviews which have been posted about the movie. So all of these are changes. We also added a nice way to kind of explore the backdrop. So you can kind of zoom in and see the details. It's sometimes nice to see what kind of backdrops are there for different movies. Like, for example, the poster over here can give you a lot more detail by looking deeper into seeing what's going on over here in this scene. Right, so it's a fun way of exploring the image. You can see recommendations over here, so you can jump into that. And of course, you can add these to your watch list. You can go into the categories. And let's say you want to explore this movie, you want to add this to your watch list. And now if you go into the watch list, you will see both of them added over here. Of course, from here itself, you can navigate back and see the details of the watches as well. And we can also do the same thing for series. So let me jump to series, and then you go here to the home, and you'll see that I'll switch to the series toggle. And this is a global toggle, so I can go to any of these tabs and then switch to movies mode or series mode. And once again, I have details about the series. Here, of course, the page layout is slightly different. We show a few of the details which are not available inside the movies, but the general structure is essentially the same. Right, so of course here again you can go into details about the different movies. You can see the top two casts. Of course it was Peter and Jon Snow, and you can see details about what all they have participated in or acted in the past. All right, so that's about the movies and series tab. You go to the same inside the Discover, where we actually can search for movies. So let's say I search for Inside Out. I'll get the two movies which have Inside Out in it, and you can do a search on series. Apparently there are series called Inside Out, which I didn't know, and I don't think there are any people named Inside Out. So I can of course browse and see the details about this. I can of course go back and do some more searches. I can also cancel out of all of this and then do searches by the categories. So you can do all of this as well. For example, I can go into details about this documentary series. And that's about it. In fact, let's quickly add this to the watch list. So our watch list here now has Nova in the series watch list. And the structure, the usage, all of that is driven from the CMS like before. So for example, if I go into the home page, you will see that you have the popular movies at the top, then you have the trending movies, and then trending by day, trending by week, etc. In fact, if I go to the home page and then open up the movies page, you will see that the body section has all of these API content types, because these are all coming from an API content. And we do some specialized processing so that you don't have to repeat your request across all of these sections. We just reuse the cached version of the request. So here I have the popular movies coming as a carousel at the top, and then you have trending movies. So I can just move this around just to show you that I can switch things. And you see that the thing has come to the second position now. Now, this is a very quick way of experimenting with different layouts. You can try different ways of showing the same content. We have seen all of that in the earlier earlier videos, but you could apply the same thing to a more realistic demo like the TMDB. So I'll refresh this and I'm back to where I was before. So that's a quick demo of the TMDB Movies app, design refreshed completely to make it look much more nicer, and kind of works very well when you show it off to certain folks, So that's about it.